Hi, my name is Ana Siqueira. I teach Spanish at St. Paul's School. I'm applying to be a PBS Digital Innovator. I would like to talk a little bit about how do I create a culture of innovation. I think images are worth more than words, so I'm going to be talking about some of my projects. I do love to learn and to create. I'm a published author of children's books. I'm always looking to innovate. I'm always looking to create different lessons, to integrate technology in a way that is they're really learning and they are communicating in Spanish, they are writing, they're producing different things, but they're also having a lot of fun and they are very engaged. I love to keep on learning, so this PBS would be a great opportunity for me. I'm volunteer for a pilot for VIF now. It's a foreign language global curriculum. I got accepted to participate in a fellowship sponsored by the Department of State called Teachers for Global Classroom, and I'm going to India. I'm very excited. I'm learning Hindi. I'm always trying to connect with the world through Skype, IR, I look for new lessons, next lesson, open at PBS. And here is a link for a TGC project and explaining why I'm so interested in global education, why we should apply global education in our school. So please feel free to go and take a look at my PAL too. My fourth graders and fifth graders, they were learning about how greetings, presentation, what's your name, what you like to do, and things like that. And instead of just doing the boring textbook thing, we created a comic strip and they read each other's comic strip and it was a lot of fun and they learned a lot. Cultural, when we do our trip to Hispanic country, they have to create the whole trip and find places, create videos. My sixth graders, they like to create Animoto. My third graders now, they're working with Google Slides. And they have a lot of, they research a lot of different things about the country, places, and how to say things. So it was a lot of fun, but they also learned a lot. Oops. They also create a web page. We started in fifth grade, and it's about like a Sims character. So they will create like a whole fantasy. My name. They will create a different name, a different nationality. They are going to be Hispanic. They're going to have different teachers, different parents. They're going to buy cars and get jobs. Everything in Spanish, and they are creating a web page through Weebly. I like to connect with the world. There was a project done with iEarn where you have to put your friends, like from Argentina in our school. We will go to their school. We'll talk about their feelings, describe what's going on, describe the scene, and then we put back on the site for the iEarn, and we get to see what they are doing at their school and what they are doing at our school. It also was a lot of fun. Dia de los Muertos, that was an author created by my students, but they also created Animoto, they created a PowerPoint, they created a Kahoot game, everything about Day of the Dead. And this was during the October month, and Day of the Dead is November 1st, so it was a Hispanic Heritage Celebration. So you also have the Wax Museum. My fifth graders, they produced a PowerPoint presentation about different personalities. They did a chatterbox and trivia game on Kahoot. The Top Chef, I do that annually. I normally do with my seventh grader, but this year I'm also doing a simplified version with my fourth graders. So they investigate about Hispanic food, they create recipes, they have a Top Chef competition, they do PowerPoints, they do surveys, and many different things to get there to the final Top Chef. I'm very interested in globalizing my lessons. So now we are doing a project with the social studies, music, art, and English and math teacher about the refugees and immigrants. I got the idea for next lesson, but I adapted to my own needs. We talk a lot about the Central American immigrants, and this is a word salad they created talking about the feelings of these kids. I love to play Kahoot. All the kids love Kahoot. I also love to use Nearpod. Connecting to the world, we did also a project with holiday cards. We exchanged holiday cards with many different countries. That was also through IR. Mr. Skype, my students love Mr. Skype. In this case, he was third grade, and we were mastering Skype with Argentina. We do video PAL with kids from Brazil. We play Kahoot with other schools. In this case was Asoga. So that school in Argentina, my third graders. They won it all, and it was all in Spanish. It was all about continents and maps and capitals of the world and things like that. I have been starting to explore the PBS side. I have been doing some quizzes, and the quizzes I use as a quiz for them to practice, but also like as a game. So they will use like a whiteboard or an iPad board and write the answers. Gamification is something that I really enjoy, and my kids really like to play games. In summer, there are so many other projects and so many other things I've been doing with my kids. Now my favorite is like we created the budget proposal for these kids that are coming from Syria and Central America, and we create a budget proposal. They use numbers, they use Excel, they use iMovies. They were so engaged because I called the financial guy from my school to come and watch their presentation, and they were very excited, and they did everything in Spanish, all the numbers, all the supplies, everything. So I think that's the most important. That's what excited me, finding new things, finding new lessons, being creative. So they are all engaged, and they are all producing like real life products. They were very interested in that project because there was something real that could have happened. It's not happening, but it could have happened, and they were engaged. So I'm always looking for lessons, and then I find stuff, and I go talk to my husband. Oh, I found this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this video. Look at this. And I get so excited, so excited. My husband said, oh, yeah, yeah, that looks cool. And but that's he's not a teacher, and I am, and I would love this opportunity to learn more, to be a PBS digital innovator. I think I would learn so much more. I'm really interested in learning how to create better videos for my students so I can flip the lesson. I can create presentations and movies, but I really don't know too much more like about really producing great lessons. So my students would be interested, and I can flip the lesson. I'm very interested. I've been doing that little by little, but I'm interested in really flipping my lesson. And I love to share my enthusiasm. I'm always sending all the sites that I found to my teachers. I'm always trying to call them to see what's going on. And as I said, I put all the teachers in my MS middle school building. They all got somehow engaged in my project. I was the one who find things that they could do, because I know they don't have time. They have all their lesson plans, but I've tried to find things for them to innovate. So they all got on board, and I'm really like very enthusiastic. I love to share. After I finish my Teachers for Global Classroom, I will be ready to share with them everything that I have learned too. And if I do the PBS, I will be sharing with